Hello and welcome to another Happy Wednesday Sharing is Caring Edu-talk event. I want to greet the founder of the platform 21st DigiSkills, Dr. Uche Lin Okpala, the co-founder, all the panelists here with me today, and all the viewers. If you would kindly let us know in the comments where you are tuning in from. Welcome, everyone. Today's event is going to start with hello from Ukraine, hello from Georgia, hello and welcome. We are going to start today's Sharing is Caring event with a game of Kahoot, quiz for educators, for teachers. You've got the link for registration on the Facebook page of 21st DigiSkills. And also there is a QR code on the green poster. I can see that Dr. Uche has some problems with the internet. I can try and share my screen, but I'm not sure if I'm able to share it unless she approves. So just a second. So that those of you who haven't registered for the quiz can register. Hello from, where are you tuning in from? I can see some more Georgian people. Welcome, welcome. I'll try to share my screen and you tell me if it's visible. If not, let's not waste any more time. The registration link for the Kahoot quiz for educators is simply type in bit.ly/K-quiz. Dr. Uche, if you can hear me, please enable my share. bit.ly K-quiz. If somebody, maybe I can write it in the comments here for you if I'm not sharing. Iris, I should have asked you to do it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm typing. Okay.
Yes.
So the link that I've just shared with you is the registration for the game of Kahoot. Let me see how many people we've got registered. So far, 37 people from Bangladesh, Egypt, Greece, India, Malaysia, North Macedonia, Romania, Georgia, Croatia, and so on. So you are welcome to join us. We'll give you some more time so that everybody who wants to play with us can register. Ladies, can you keep posting the link, please? And also on YouTube, if possible. I prepared the poster for sharing, but I cannot share the screen without Dr. Uche's approval. So you're welcome to play with us. There are 42 registered educators in the forum now. And the purpose of this registration is to enable you to receive a certificate, so that we know who is playing, so that we know who is hiding. Let me check. 44 people registered. Okay. Do you think we could start? But we cannot start unless Dr. Ucha approves me the share, because I cannot share Kahoot either. So Dr. Ucha, come back. Or maybe Dr. Inga has got the authority. Dr. Ucha is coming back.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Having experienced some technical glitches. Click on the share your screen,
Yes,
all
please,
the
Dr. Ucha.
window.
Please, Dr. Ucha, enable my share so people can register more easily.
I've not seen it. It's not yet. It has not come up here. Could you please
For me, it
share?
says that I'm sharing, so it probably takes some time to upload.
Maybe it is up there. Check your mobile phone.
It's
Maybe
not on my phone.
because
It's
of
on
the
my
poor
laptop.
network here.
It's on my laptop. It must be your
Okay, let me
network.
check if it's up. Yeah. I've seen it. It has come up now.
Okay,
Sorry,
great.
so sorry about that. It has come up now. Network kicked me out, but I'm back. All right.
Yeah, here it is.
It's coming up now.
Thank you so much. I can see it now. So welcome, register for our quiz for educators. I hope we're going to have a good time together, learn something new along the way, because it's all about learning, is it not? Did you know, by the way, that this week is marked or celebrated as the week of, what is it called? Lifelong learning. So even though we are educators and teachers, we keep learning, we keep developing as well. Okay, I want to take a look at, all right, I will stop my share now. I will just take a glance at the registration. We've got 58 teachers registered, and I believe we can start the quiz, if you agree.
Yes. Yes.
Good.
I totally concord with what you just said. Let's start now.
Let us start. Okay, so you either scan the QR code when it starts sharing. It's not sharing, is it? It is. Good. Okay. We're waiting for players. You either type in www.kahoot.it and the game pin 8800030, or simply scan the code to play with us. Make sure to enter the nickname which you registered in the form. Unless you want to receive the certificate with Mary 86, for example, on it. 65 people now have registered, and in the game so far we've got 8. So take your places and play with us. Come on, guys. Simply scan the code or type in kahoot.it, enter the game pin, and let's start the quiz. Do you have any difficulties in entering, or
I enter it. I can't.
you cannot enter the quiz?
Yeah.
Why not? Have you tried the link and or the QR code? Can you type www.kahoot.it? It should work. There are 11 players.
I have already shared it.
Yeah, there are
I've already
11
shared
players,
it
and 83
in
people have
the
registered for
comment
the
section.
game. 83 people want to play the game, but now there are only 11. Join us with the Kahoot game and test your knowledge of the SDGs and of the platform that you are observing this from.
I think I'm in. Yeah.
You are
Am I
in
okay?
now?
Yeah.
Okay. 15
Okay.
players so far. Dr. Uche, what do you think? How much should we wait? How much more should we wait?
How many we are? In the next 2 minutes, we're going to start right away.
Okay.
It's only the people that participated in the game that are going to get their certificates.
Yeah. Okay. I've closed the form now. We are not accepting the responses in the forms, in the registration form any longer. We are just waiting for you to enter the game on Kahoot.
I've already placed that on screen.
$18 players so far. Can we make it 20?
Okay.
Can we make it 20? Can we have 2 more people join us for the game? $20 people. Anybody else trying to get in? Let us know in the comments. Should we wait or should we start the game? 21. I think it was the same person who was already in the game. Something must have, the connection probably kicked him out of the game. Dr. Uche, do I have your green light to start the game? Dr. Uche, shall we start? What do you think? Panelists?
Maybe 1 more minute, 2 more minutes.
Okay. I want to give as many people as possible the
Yes,
opportunity.
because people are joining in, as you can see.
Yes. There are 28 people viewing the webinar. There are 23 in the game. I'm not in the game, so that's about it. Practically everybody who is watching us is playing. But a lot more people have registered. I would like to give them the chance to play as well, but I don't know where they are.
Okay, let's just for the benefit of doubt, maybe some are having technical glitches.
Yeah.
After 2 minutes from now, we're going to start.
Okay.
Only the people participated in the Kahoot game is going to get the certificates, okay?
Hello, join us if you are joining us now. If you have just,
I think we're going to start now.
we're going to start. I'm looking at the countries who registered. So we've got Georgia, Romania, Croatia, Bangladesh, Egypt, Nepal, Tanzania, Greece, Malaysia, North Macedonia, Iran. Welcome all. The game is about to start. Brace yourselves. There are 25 questions in today's quiz, and the first one goes like this. What does SDG formulated by the UN stand for? Schools development goals, sustainable development goals, sustainable development government, or special development gains? Pick your answer. Just in case if your internet is working a little bit slower, I'm going to be reading all the answers starting from the top left and ending with the bottom right ones. Okay, let's see. The correct one is, of course, Sustainable Development Goals. And let's see. Alka knew that. And the people whose names you can see on the screen knew that one. But Alka was the first one. Congrats. Question number 2. When were the SDGs formulated? In 2005, in 2010, in 2015, or in 2020? Sustainable Development Goals, when were they formulated? In 2015. Okay. As I said, we can always learn something new. Question 3. How many SDGs are there? 13, 17, 15, or 19? How many SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, are there? 17. Yes, majority of you knew the answer to that one. Well done. Question 4. SDG 1 calls for the end of poverty, gender inequality, hunger, or climate change. The first Sustainable Development Goal. What does it call for the end of? For the end of poverty. Exactly. Let's see the situation on the scoreboard and continue with question number 5. SDG 2 highlights the complex interlinkages between social, economic, and environmental sustainability, humanitarian crises and natural disasters, exploitation, trafficking, violence, and illicit financial flows, or food security, nutrition, rural transformation, and sustainable agriculture. And that is the correct answer here. SDG 2 deals with food. Question 6. Sustainable Development Goal number 3 refers to good health and well-being. When is World Health Day celebrated? 5th of June, 7th of April, 21st of March, or 27th of September. And we celebrated it together along with the 21st DigiSkills. We celebrated it in April. Yes, this month. Was it like a week or so ago? Recently. Were you with us on the World Health Day? Question 7. The UN General Assembly proclaimed the 24th of January as International Day of Zero Waste, Epidemic Preparedness, Intellectual Property, or Education. 24th of January, International Day of what? International Day of Education. And we are all educators here. 24th January is the Day of Education. Question 8. Gender equality is SDG number 5, 6, 12, or 4? Gender equality. What number goal is it? 5, 6, 12, or 4? Number 5, yes, exactly. Okay, Alka is on top of the scoreboard. All right. Question 9. In 2020, what percentage of the global population had access to safely managed drinking water services? Was it 83%, 68, 74, or 59? Percentage of the global population that had access to safely managed drinking water. The correct answer is 74. Yes. 74. Alka knows her SDGs, doesn't she? If it's a she. Okay. Question 10. Goal 7 is about ensuring protection and restoration of ecosystems access to clean and affordable energy, sustainable consumption and production patterns, and safe and affordable housing. Goal 7, what is it about? It's about access to clean and affordable energy. Yes. 4 participants knew that one. Question 11 goes, globally, how many millions of children were engaged in child labor in 2020? Those were the data that I could find. 120, 160, 200, or 220 million. So how many million children were engaged in child labor? The number is 160 million children. Yes, 160 million children. Question 12, nearly the half. SDG number 9 is titled Sustainable Citizen Communities, Life Below Water, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, or Responsible Consumption and Production. SDG number 9, what does it deal with? What is it titled? There is this logo, yes, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. And the great majority of you knew the correct answer. Yes, well done. Question 13. The full title of SDG 10 is Reduce Inequality Within and Among Children, Ecosystems, Men and Women, or Countries. SDG number 10, reduce inequality within and among countries. Countries, yes. Question 14. The official mission of SDG 11 is to make cities sustainable and inclusive, safe and resilient, peaceful, inclusive and effective, responsible, productive and clean, or healthy, safe and just. The official mission of development goal number 11 is to make cities inclusive, safe and resilient. Exactly. Okay. I already see who's going to win. Question 15. How much of total food is wasted at the consumer level? How much of total food? 11%, 23, 17, or 31? The percentage at the consumer level is 17% of food being wasted. Question 16. The official theme for Earth Day 2023 is Environmental and Global Literacy, Protect Our Species, Restore Our Earth, or Invest in Our Planet. What is the official theme for this year's Earth Day? Which is, by the way, also this month. Invest in our planet. Yes. Question 17. How many people depend on marine and coastal biodiversity for their livelihood? How many people? Approximately 1.5 billion, over 3 billion, around 2 billion, almost 500 million are dependent on marine and coastal biodiversity for their livelihood. The correct answer is over 3 billion. So this is a huge number of people who are dependent on it. Okay. Scoreboard practically remains unchanged. Question 18. SDG 15 is about conserving life on land, partnerships for the goals, promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, or decent work and economic growth? SDG 15. What is it about? It is about conserving life on land. Yes. Okay. Question 19. Which international day was established by the UN in 1981 and is observed each year on the 21st of September? Is it International Justice Day, International Day of Forests, International Day of Peace, or World Oceans Day? On the 21st of September. It is International Day of Peace, related to one of the SDGs. Question 20. Which SDG does this icon represent? Partnership for the goals, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, or industry, innovation and infrastructure? This icon represents which sustainable development goal? Partnerships for the goals. Yes, very much important. Okay, question 21. Through resolution adopted on 22nd of December 1992, the UN General Assembly declared the 17th of October as the World Art Day, International Girls in ICT Day, World Creativity and Innovation Day, or International Day for the Eradication of Poverty. International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, 17th of October, exactly. Gosh, you know your SDGs. I'm amazed. Question 22. SDGs were formally articulated and adopted in a UNESCO General Assembly resolution, which is called Creation of a Global Culture, the 2030 Agenda, Emergency International Assistance, or For People, For Planet. What is the name of the resolution in which SDGs were formally adopted? The 2030 Agenda, exactly, yes. So these are all goals that UNESCO wants to have achieved by 2030. All right, question 23. 21st DigiSkills is a media platform and community for educational stakeholders registered in Georgia, Croatia, Nigeria, or India. Where is this platform registered? Registered in Nigeria, right? Okay. And I think, oh no, not the last one. 21st DigiSkills promotes the UN SDGs, especially SDG 2, 12, 9, or 4. We've covered them all. So which SDG does 21st DigiSkills promote? You can see it if you look closely. SDG 4, which deals with education. And that's what we are here for, to educate others and to educate ourselves, to keep learning, to inspire others. And the last question is a true-false question. The founder and CEO of 21st DigiSkills is Dr. Uche Linda Okpala. Is it true or is it false? Yes, it is true. It is true. All right, let's see the podium. Who are the most successful educators in this quiz? Kiangui, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. Kata, congrats. Alka, well done. Congrats to your teacher, to you educators. Well done. I hope you had fun and I hope you learned something new. Let us know in the comments what you thought of today's quiz. Let us know what you thought of today's quiz. Did you enjoy it? Did you have an opportunity to learn something from it?
I'm amazed at myself.
But you are not Alka, are you?
No, I'm not Alka. Alka is Dr. Alka. I don't expect to beat her. You see,
Okay.
what do you call, and I don't expect to even get, look at that. I don't expect to even get fourth place with 8,458
All
points.
right. Okay. Let me
Yelena, I was Kata.
Oh, congrats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats.
Professor
Thank you.
Kerudin, the winner
Yes.
is with you. If you know Croatia history, you will know that Alka is a traditional game from Sin. And I'm a winner, Professor Kerudin.
Oh my
God.
God.
Congrats. Congrats, Nada.
Nada.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations, madam.
Croatia takes victory. Well
Congratulations.
done. Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Thank
Wow.
I was
Congratulations from Bangladesh.
I was afraid I would be totally, what they call flashed out, but not bad. Okay. I got fourth. Okay.
Professor Kerudin, you were
Congratulations to
great.
all the
Because
winners.
I recognize you. You put Prof Key. So we
Yeah,
all know
I
that
put
is
Prof K,
you.
so everybody knows me.
Well done. I am amazed, Professor Nada, with your
Thank
results.
you.
Well
Hvala.
done. Bravo. Svaka
Bravo.
čast. Okay, so glad that you enjoyed our game. I have to admit, I enjoyed preparing it for you. My name is Jelena Kovacevic. I'm an English teacher from Croatia. Today, I prepared this Kahoot quiz game for you, teachers and educators, so that we can learn something new, so that we can have a bit of fun. And now I would like to call upon the founder of the platform and the person who is in charge and responsible for us or being here, Dr. Uche Lin Okpala. Can you please address the audience?
Okay, thank you so much. My network is a bit freezing up. Okay, yeah, I'm up now. Thank you, everyone. Wow, what a fun game! It's really amazing how this question is. In fact, it's really I learned a lot from it because he or she who stops learning stops knowing, and it has really make us to be more active as regards to the SDGs. No one knows it all. I believe most of the people that participated in the game, you've learned one or two things from the Kahoot quiz that just been played right now. It's a kind of entry event for us to start the Sharing is Caring Edu-talk show. My name is Uche Lin. I'm here today in another blockbuster episode. Do you know why? Because we have the pioneers. Wow. The pioneers, the excellent speakers, panelists from across the globe. Those that originally started this Sharing is Caring Edu-talk show. And they're all here in our midst, though not all of them, but at least the 70% of the pioneers are here today. Please, let's give it up to all of them. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm freezing up. As you can see on my screen, my network is not that strong. I really want to appreciate all of you. To our distinguished panelists that are here today to share your thoughts on different subject matters. Thank you all for being here today. It is another privilege granted unto me and to us, our viewers, because we are going to learn with today, just like the first stage has already gone and more are yet to come up. Can you still hear me? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right. So we are going to just get started. Permit me to welcome all our viewers, those that are just tuning in from across our multiple platforms. All you need to do right now is to click on this live event share, invite friends and some educators to join us as well, because the business of the day is about to start. Thank you so much. And for you viewers as well, for something that will keep you going session, grab a cup of coffee or better still, a tea or popcorn that will keep you going. All right. So don't touch that dial. Just stay tuned. We're about to start. Thank you so much. If you're yet to subscribe or follow us on our social media platforms, kindly do that, because you're going to be notified anytime that we go live or events. Thank you so much for maximum support to all our returning followers, subscribers, and active participants all over the world. We are highly appreciate all your maximum efforts. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to go back to studio to get started with the business of the day. I believe you have a lot of fun while playing the games. For those of you that didn't join us for the Kahoot quiz, don't worry. There are always another time. Okay. Thank you so much. So, the first panelist that I will call to the stage, no other person than His Excellency Professor K, all the way from Malaysia. He's also the one of the founding, the pioneers, one of the founding of this sharing is caring you're seeing today. Thank you so much for being here and to the amazing work you'll be doing all over the world. And at your age, honestly, you're still very active, vibrant. I really wish that, oh my God, when I get to your age, that I will continue doing just the way you're doing. Nice to have you here. I'm so happy. Please, you just have 1 minute to introduce yourself and 2 minutes to each question that I'm about to ask you. The stage and mic is all yours. Introduce yourself first.
Okay. You already know my name. I had about 40 years, 4 decades of corporate life behind me. I was in different industries. I started in publishing, then I was in fund management, then I was in automotive, you name it. So, but the most important thing that I want to share with you is, while I was in corporate, while my colleagues play golf over the weekend, I spend my Saturdays and Sundays with my MBA students. Then, and even right up to now, I am still being invited for MBA classes. That's about me. Back to you, Dr. Uche. Dr. Uche?
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm here with you. I'm still here. Please, let's start with this. For over 4 decades, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure of 3 decades, you've been in the teaching profession. Could you please share with us your teaching philosophy? I don't really know, how does this work for you? Share with us. You just have 2 minutes to do that. This time,
all right.
The time starts now.
Okay, thank you. Now, my philosophy is very simple. I know that even Harvard now is moving away with the case approach, but all the while, in the last 4 decades, when I was teaching my MBA students, I used the Harvard case method approach. Nothing like having a case for you to share and illustrate issues and problems in an organization, so people can, students can immediately see the convergence between theory and practice. No point in just talking about theory and then they must be able to see how these theories are applicable, because I teach mostly MBA students then and now. So that's a philosophy. Another philosophy is that I don't run away from Bloom's taxonomy. I know there have been a lot of changes taking place, but I still follow Bloom's taxonomy number 6, I think, on the propagation, or the what do you call, critical thinking. While I teach, I would like them to unleash their critical thinking skills. Everyone has got that inside them, but sometimes they just don't know it. So it's up to you, up to us as educators to help them unleash all this. Now, we talk about problem solving, we talk about creativity skills, but essentially, basically, it's about critical thinking skills. And I think it's important then, it's important now, and it will be important in the future. That's my response to your first question, Dr. Uche. Dr. Uche?
Wow, that's really awesome. Taxonomy, thank you so much. And critical thinking. Can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your teaching philosophy with us here today. Critical thinking has always been one of the core values of 21st century learning skills. That it has been working for you for decades in this profession, and still counting. Thank you so much for having shared your teaching philosophy with all of us here today. So I'm going to call upon the next pioneer, Her Excellency, Professor Dr. Rania Rampo, all the way from Greece. She's also one of the founding founder of this Sharing is Caring. Please use just 1 minute to introduce yourself, and the stage and mic is all yours now.
Okay. Good afternoon from the land of Greece. I would like to congratulate 21st City Skills for always organizing great events, and I warmly thank Dr. Uche for her invitation. I'm a multi-awarded STEM instructor, global educator, ICT trainer, author and researcher, and I'm working at the Greek Ministry of Education at the Directorate of Educational Technology and Innovation, and also as the instructor of the Greek Astronomy Space Company, Annex of Salamis, and also I'm a founder of many international projects based on Sustainable Development Goals.
Wow, thank you so much for that. The wonderful intros. I know you have a very high-fi profile. Today we are not going to go here. Thank you so much for you have really you've handled executed a lot of projects around the world, but there's this one that you recently set up, Coding Club for Girls. Could you please give us more insight about this new project of yours? Please, you just have 2 minutes summarize, okay? Thank you. The stage and mic is all yours now.
We know that according to recent data, women remain underrepresented in STEM occupations and earn less than men STEM jobs. However, women are achieving significant gains in science, technology, and mathematics. In Greece, in general, there are several movements which promote education of girls in coding. And recently, with the support of a Greek Astronomy Space Company, Annex of Salamis, I launched the setup of 4 coding clubs for girls in the outskirts of Athens, in suburbs, in remote areas of Athens here in Greece. These after-school clubs are addressed to high school-age girls who are coming from a low socioeconomic background and emphasize digital competence as a tool for success and empowerment, and focus, of course, on collaboration and community building and culturally appropriate learning activities. We provide workshops. Workshops are provided in person and virtually, led by always female role models from within the communities. And also we provide workshops for parents to share information, ideas on how families can support child's access to STEM opportunities, because it's essential to promote public awareness to parents about how they can encourage daughters as much as sons in maths and science, supporting learning opportunities and positive messages about their capabilities. Raise awareness that girls and women are capable as boys. So our topics include supporting information about women in the field of STEM and STEM education pathways, so digital skills. We're planning to start from Python programming language, and we'll continue with other programming languages. And girls and families saw great enthusiasm immediately when we announced this project. And through this initiative, of course, I want to offer young girls opportunities to master essential computer science concepts such as abstraction, algorithm, and programming, as well as creativity, and to help them learn about potential pathways for technology careers.
Wow, thank you so much. That's been amazing. You know, you are building girls when it comes to the STEM stream education. Thank you so much for having empowered girls, for them to start thinking critically, to be able to identify real world problems and provide possible solutions to them. You're not just building a nation, but rather you are building the world. Thank you so much for your in fact amazing project. Thank you so much. You've attained to a greater height, and more is still in the pipeline. Thank you so much. Please hang in there. I'm going to get back to you in a short while. So I'm going to call upon the next panelists that are going to have the stage right now. Her Excellency Dr. Unga Kashlava. She's the 24 Digi Skills co-founder and also a panelist here today. She has she has been doing well in the global community platforms. Nice to have you here. And please, 1 minute now.
Hello, everybody. Warm greetings from Georgia. Thank you so much, dear Uche, for this invitation. Congratulations, all my dear friends. Okay, this question is very important. Dear, please repeat your question, please. Sorry.
Okay, introduce 1 minute to introduce yourself, and before 1 minute to introduce yourself, just 1 minute. Then I will now start asking you a question.
Okay, I am Inga
If
Harchilova.
you are not ready to...
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, please. Okay, could you please share with us how you worked on United Nations Sustainable Development Goals? Share with us how you've been working on United Nations Sustainable Development Goal. I believe you can hear me now.
Yes, I'm here. Oh, very important question for me. Thank you so much. Okay, one of the main and important goals of education for sustainable development is to help educators to incorporate sustainable development goals and ideas into their curricula. Obviously, this is quite a difficult task and require significant efforts. But the most important thing is the interest of teachers and the entire education system. In order to live in a sustainable world, people must be able to imagine sustainable future and the realistic ways and means to help us get there. Teachers pays for main tasks to help students understand why understanding the importance of sustainable development is necessary and necessary. Yes, two, to active involve sustainable in discussing the problem of sustainable development. Three, to teach how to be able to consider problems for different perspectives. And four, teach and encourage sustainable to think about sustainable development issues, not only in the classroom, but also outside the formal education system. In order to understand the problem, it is preferable to be related to the residential location of the students, the region. In this case, they are more familiar, real, and accordingly, the motivation to discuss and analyze their increases. I often have a important project. We clean the yard area, the banks of the river, plant trees, take care of Christmas trees and flowers planted in the schoolyard. It should also be noticed that using the 21st century digital skills platform, dear Uche, thank you for this opportunity. Teachers, students
Wow,
have
thank you
the
so much, Gail.
opportunity, yes, to stand with successful representative of different countries to make their voices heard in the world and contribute to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. We also participants in many important international projects.
Wow.
We try to make a small contribution to this important work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Please, thank you. That's really awesome, and we must commend your efforts. You've been working. Hope you can hear me. Sorry, I'm freezing up. My network is not that strong today. I don't really know. Among all days today. Oh, okay. Thanks so much. How you've been working with Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 4. You know, as saying goes, the education is the passport to the future, and it also helps a country, nation, community, society to develop. Without education, we are not going to make any headway as an individual, as a country or community. So education is very important. That is why 24 DG skills promotes every other United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, especially SDG 4 is very important. Thank you for having shared that with us. And the next speaker that I'm going to call on now, please let's be mindful of our time, because especially there are some people that are already cross over to rest. So I'm going to call upon the next panelist here, Jelena. Can you hear me? Okay, you are there. Please, the stage is all yours now. You've already introduced yourself. I'm going to go right straight to your point.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
sure.
Honestly,
Thank you so much.
You're also a founder. Okay, you're also a founder, and not just a founder. And congratulations for having been selected as one of the teachers that are going to study in US for a secondary school educators program. 24 DG skills are celebrating, and the community, we are celebrating your these great attainment. In fact, this one is the greatest of it all. Congratulations. So as a founder, you have founded an international based competition based on the Europe Day. Let's celebrate Euro Day. Could you please share with us kind of competition that is, and what is it all about, and what it aimed at? Please, 2 minutes in a nutshell.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Uche. A colleague of mine who is a German teacher at our school and myself, we decided to start an international competition for students all over the world with an emphasis of celebrating Europe Day. So the competition was started in 2021, and now it's the third year as it is running. The working languages of the competition are English and German, and in order to stay within the framework of the topic, we invite schools from all over the world, not only from the European Union, and we choose universal topics and messages that the Union promotes. And this year we have chosen the topic of the European UN, European. Just a second.
Borderless skills.
I know the topic. I just lacking a word here. Thank you so much. This year we have chosen the topic European Year of Skills, and also on the occasion of Croatia's entry into the Schengen area, we combined the two, and we called it Borderless Skills. It is an international competition in which students can enter from ages 10 to 14 and 15 to 19 from all over the world.
Wow, thank you so much. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much for this. Honestly, this global collaboration is going to hasten or boost cultural diversity, student learning with and from each other, and it's really amazing. Thank you so much for empowering every student around the globe. Thank you so much. I'm going to call upon Professor Zuba. I think he's having technical glitches. I'm going to call upon the next panelist that is on our midst here.
Dr. Uche, if I can say a word or two more about the competition. Dr. Uche?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dr. Uche, I wanted to invite
I can hear you. Sorry,
you hear me?
I'm freezing up. It's breaking.
Okay, so I wanted to say a word or two more.
Yeah, sure.
More about the competition, and also wanted to invite my colleagues to take part in it. The students can compete through the medium of a short film, which is up to 1 minute long, a song, or a drawing, painting, or digital art. The competition's deadline has been extended up to the 25th of April, so there is nearly a week left. And about the turnout of the competition, so let me just tell you that so far we have had in the first year 131 entries from 14 countries. Last year we had 148 works entered from 14 countries and 4 continents altogether. And also students and teachers who are the finalists have the opportunity to meet and greet other teachers and students at our virtual Zoom award ceremony. So it is a very good opportunity to increase the level of awareness about the meaning of European Union and its goals, also to celebrate the European Year of Skills, to convey the message of unity in diversity, to encourage the learning and application of foreign languages, because both my colleague and I are foreign language teachers, and to encourage creativity and boost confidence of your students. If you are interested in joining our competition, please check the bit.ly EU Day 23 or contact me on Facebook. You can also like our Facebook page, Let's Celebrate EU Day. And I hope some of you colleagues who are listening to my presentation today will decide to involve their students into this international competition and join us. You are all welcome. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
All right, Vedana, maybe when you get to your second turn, you can be able to say that your time is already up, please. I would like to call upon the next speaker. This is the first round of the talk show. So I'm going to call upon MD Abdul Bashir from Bangladesh. Please, the stage and mic is all yours now. 1 minute to introduce yourself, and before we start with the talk show. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
MD, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, please, 1 minute to introduce yourself. Yeah. 1 minute.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Uchi, for giving me the chance to introduce myself in this platform. And thank you, the 21st Digi Skills. And I'm happy to join here again. My name is Abdul Basid. I am an assistant head teacher of a secondary school in Bangladesh here. I have to take class from grade 6 to grade 10. And also I'm working as a teacher's trainer here. This year our government has already announced a new curriculum in our education system, and I am the teacher's trainer of this new curriculum. And that's all in my introduction, short introduction.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for being here with us. I know it's already late for you, but thank you for making it here with us today. So could you please share with us in 2 minutes philosophy? I know as a head teacher, you've been in this noble profession for so many years or over the years, and you've gained a lot of experiences. Could you please share your teaching philosophy with us? Your time starts now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And I am working as an assistant deputy administrative in my institution, and I am working in rural areas in my country. And the education system of my country is different. There are two system of uh, education here. In most of the institution are in my rural areas, and some are in urban areas. So I am working in a rural area, and here my most of the students are lag behind. They are deprived of proper education. They are, most of them are poor. So I have a teaching philosophy. First, that means philosophy is a very bona fide word. It's a great word, philosophy. But as a teacher, my philosophy is to develop my students and make them able to enter a bright
Wow.
future. So as I am working in rural areas, so our target is to motivate them to become a for our country, but also to make them a global citizen, to meet up the demand of uh, SDG, that means Sustainable Development Goal. So I am working here and make some plans for them also. How can I teach them? How can I motivate them? And also encourage my colleagues also to work with me for their
Wow.
betterment.
Thank you so much. I know that you're
Hello?
okay. Are you freezing up from my end? Okay. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Uh,
I thank you
is
so
there any
much.
question from
Please,
you?
you're going in for the second round. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, for the second round, you're going to you in a short while. Thank you so much for
Okay. Thank you.
working
Thank you.
tirelessly to make sure. Can
Thank
you
you.
hear me?
I,
I'm going to get back
and
to you
and
in
a
a
better
short while.
understanding.
I'm coming back
Yeah.
for the second round. Yeah.
Definitely for
Please still hang in there.
all the yeah, all of your better understanding here. It's a dark night, midnight, 10 minutes past 12 at night here. And generally, we are sleeping
Oh,
at least 2 hours. So
okay.
I am waiting for your school. Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, please let's maintain our 2 minutes so that everyone will be able to go back and to retire peacefully. Okay. I'm going to call upon the next panelists that are going to have the stage now. Is Marija from uh Croatia. Marija, please, the stage is all yours
Yes.
now. 1 minute to
Good
introduce
evening.
yourself and 2 minutes 2 minutes to respond to your question.
Thank you, Dr. Uche. Good evening, good afternoon, good
Yeah, I can
morning.
hear
I
you. Go
don't know what to
ahead.
say. My name is Maria Gaurina, and I am professor at Technical and Industrial Secondary School in Croatia, and I am also PhD student of STEM education on University of Split. And I'm here to share my knowledge, and because of sharing is caring. So, Dr. Uche, can I hear the
Wow, nice to
question?
have you here. Okay, thank you so much for your short, brief intro. Could you please share with us? You have been in this noble profession for over 3 decades, if I'm not mistaken. share with us if you would integrate technology both in and outside your classroom. The stage and mic is all yours now.
Thank you, Dr. Uche. As you well know, I am a STEM teacher, so my profession is physics and computer sciences, and I am trying to introduce computer sciences in every part of my educational process. So, when I speak about technology in education, I think it is very important. And today we are using ChatGPT 4, and you know what kind of knowledge you can share through technology. So for this reason, we came with one project that we called in my high school, Let Me Tell You a Story. We used digital sources from the first from present. The children were speaking about known scientists that changed the world, and this was meant to be like exhibition in one of museum in my city, in my city in Croatia. So Professor Nada Ratkovic and other girls were invited, and they have shared their knowledge in this project. So I think that using technology in education is very important. And of course, you know, if you want to disseminate SDG goals, it is very important to communicate and to collaborate through technology. We are using technology right now, so it is very important. Thank you, Dr. Uche.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Right on time. This is what I'm talking about. Let's just follow suit, okay? For us to live here. And thank you so much. Technology is very, very important. That's what, without technology, all of us wouldn't have even gathered here, regardless the continent that we are from. Thank you so much for using technology to inculcate to your diverse learning to your diverse learners, driving learning and making it accessible to your diverse learners. Thank you so much. You know, when you talk about what technology can do, use this chat GTP and all that emerging technologies that are really doing wonders in the field of education. Thank you so much for that quick response. So I'm going to call upon one of our founding panelists that is here when it comes to sharing is caring, one of the pioneers of sharing is caring editor show. I'm going to call upon or welcome her, Professor Nada Ratkovic from Croatia. The stage and mic is all yours. Nice
Thank
to have
you.
you here, Prof.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear Dr. Uche. Really honored, grateful. Wonderful session, like always. And also, this is, again, after 2 years, amazing sharing and caring this session. So what to say about me? Coming from Scene, Maria and me are from the same town. Professor, researcher, author, trainer, educator, reviewer, speaker, moderator, motivator, manager project, mentor, and social worker. So many fields that I like. I'm working in a vocational school in Scene, and also as a professor, assistant professor on the University of Business, Economics, and Tourism Split. Science, technology, innovation, research, statistics, math, informatics, STEM. There is no field that I'm not interested in. So that is very shortly about me.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I know you have a very high I know you have a very high profile. If I leave you, we are not going to go here today. Thank you so much. And congratulations for the greater heights you've already attained to. We are so proud of you. You're one of the pioneers of this sharing is caring. 2 years ago, we started this, and look at where it has
Yes.
it has taken another dimension. It has given birth to other platform sessions and events. Thank you so much. Could you please share with us about your technology integration in and outside your classroom? Same question that I asked your sister. Please,
So
your mic is all yours now. 2 minutes, please.
Okay, thank you, Uche. So I will start with the quote. Technology is a lot like the rungs on a ladder. Once you reach one level, there's one higher up to aspire to. So that is something that is motivating to that technology integration. We need to know to use technology in the classroom. All of us need to know the benefits, the effects. Without technology, we cannot live anymore. So we are making this accessibility to the information, like creators, learners actively engaged with the learning objectives. We are making the pathways, giving the instruction. So technology integration really has a big meaning in education. We used technology before Corona, for the time of Corona, and now also intensively. So we want to enhance our students to have more learning experience. So how we are integrating in the classroom, there are so many digital tools, so many ways, and I think that all of us are using everything what we can. Having the tablets, laptops, computers, everything, every one of us has a strategy to implement it for the age groups. Like example, in high school classrooms, what we are using, how we are integrating that in the classroom. So keeping always students engaged, helping students with different learning styles. We are preparing them for the life skills. So ambition cannot wait. We can talk about technology 24 hours and we will not finish. So I will say that ambition cannot wait, and we need
Yeah.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Thank you so much for having been using technology in more innovative ways. If we should start talking about how
Yes, especially now when we
often
are in
or
the
how
era
we
of
really
artificial
collaborating with
intelligence,
technology
Internet
in
of
and outside your
Things,
all those
VR, AR, Chat GPT. So
yeah
that is something what we are really
yeah
familiar
yeah
to use it and do that.
yeah yeah honestly that's all thanks to technology. It's one of the advantage or benefit of incorporating technology in thanks quick respond. I really would like to call upon the next panelists that are going to have this Kumar, all the way from India. The stadium mic is all yours. Could you please unmute yourself?
Yes, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. My voice is audible to you all. My voice is audible. Yeah, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Dr.
sure. It's
Uche, for
audible
inviting
for
me.
now. Thank
And
you so much. Could you
I was
please 1 minute
enjoying your
tell us who
quiz.
you are?
I was enjoying your quiz and all. Really, thank you so much, all my dear friends. I'm from India. I'm a faculty of MBA. I teach marketing subject. I'm a motivational speaker, author, and corporate trainer. What I like most in the platform is like you are trying to give something back to the society. That is the main reason, Dr. Uche, I joined your this talk show, and really I'm blessed. I am with all the panelist members. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much to have you here, Prof. And I must commend your effort to be working tirelessly to make sure that your student or your voice must be heard by empowering them with more knowledge. And thank you so much for being here. And I'm not sure. Okay, maybe
Thank you so
it's
much.
the
Thank you so
network.
much.
Please, you are a professor at the university. Could you please
Right.
also tell us something about yourself and your journey? Please summarize it. I know you've already attained to a greater height. Just 2 minutes in summary. Okay. Thank you so much. The stage and mic is all yours now.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Uche. I started my journey. I was in corporate. I worked with ICICI Bank, IDBI Bank, Parle Agro. Then I switched my job from industry to again academic industry. Uh, Hardly 15 years I'm into academic industry and I'm enjoying, I'll tell you. Daily, I'm trying to motivate them to do something or to do excel in their field first. Second, I always motivate them to do something extra what you've done study. Reason being, if you're not in a learning mode, you are not going to achieve anything. Third, honesty is the best tool. If you want to achieve something, be honest, be passionate, And most important thing, be in a good group. If you want to learn something, to be in a good group, try to inculcate good habit for your career. And I know, my dear friends, it's very difficult to survive in this industry in competitive era. So if you want to survive in the market, you should understand what is the purpose of your knowledge. Having knowledge is a different thing, but practical execution of that knowledge is important. So my main motto is to motivate them to use their practical experience during their field first. Second, I try to motivate them. If you want to do something, if you want to achieve something, be honest in your life. Without honesty, we can't achieve anything. Thank you
Wow.
so much. Over to you,
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much, Professor Reksh. Sorry if I didn't pronounce your name so well. Thank you so much for being on time. Right on time. Thank you so
Thank
much
you so much. Thank
for
you.
this of philosophy is awesome. Honestly, teaching your students, no matter what they really want to
And
become
Dr.
or
Uche,
make them
I'm
out
blessed. I'm with my
in the
friend,
future,
Professor
that
Nada
honesty is
and
the
Dr.
key.
Inga ma'am.
Honesty.
Welcome.
And we are blessed also because
Yeah,
we are
yeah,
here,
oh,
all
yeah. Please,
friends,
I'm just
amazing
rushing this.
friends.
Credit goes to Dr. Uche for inviting
Yeah.
us.
Honestly, honesty is the key. Thank you. Please, let's continue. Honesty is the key word, and thank you for it to be your philosophy, and you're teaching your students with honesty. They can actually accomplish a whole lot of things in the future, now and in the future. Thank you so much. I would really want to call upon the in that excellency, Rick, all the way from Croatia. The stadium mic is all yours now.
Have you said my name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't heard well. So yes, good morning, good
I'm
evening,
so
good
sorry about
afternoon.
that. My network.
I am so glad to be with you tonight, and I'm so glad you invited me. My name is Iris Zoric. I come from Croatia, and I am an English and German teacher at an elementary school. And I have been teaching English and German really successfully for 20 years so far, encouraging my students to understand that learning never ends and that lifelong learning is the most important thing for their future life. So I have conducted many projects, international, national, also competitions, and I'm involved in many different things. That's shortly about me.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for keeping it that simple and short. Thank
Yes.
you for being here, and I must appreciate the wonderful, commendable job you're doing in the field of education. And let's talk about the teaching philosophy. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all, according
So
to Aristotle. So please
yes.
share with us, why do you think that this model is successful?
So I will repeat it one more time. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. In my 20 years of teaching experience, well, I have realized that no matter what subject you teach, the most relevant foundation in relationship with your students is to reach their heart. And then when you reach their heart, you can do with their mind whatever you want to. So I realized that many years ago, and also in teaching foreign languages, you are able to incorporate not only language skills, but also digital skills. I also try to incorporate critical thinking, creativity. I also encourage project-based learning and innovative ways of teaching, but also learning. I involve them in speaking, public speaking, debate competitions. I promote SDG goals, and I can do all of that in teaching languages. The second base or the second motto is that only a highly motivated teacher can motivate his or her students. So I can say that I am quite motivated to teach them, and then they are motivated to learn from me. So I have this passion and I give them the passion too. And the last one is respect breeds respect. So we should always ask them how they feel. We should always pay attention to their feelings. I always, when I enter the classroom, ask them, how are you doing today? And then when I see that a person or a child is sad, I ask him, why are you sad? And then we start with teaching. That's it. That's my philosophy.
Wow. Thank you so much. That's amazing. You know, we got you as a teacher. The first thing that you should do is for you to be motivated. When you're motivated, that's when you will now in turn your student, motivate your students. Because if you're not motivated, there's no how you're going to. You can never give what you don't have. Thank you. Been still counting for 2 decades in this noble profession. You've already attained to a greater height, and thank you so much for what you do to empower your diverse learners. Thank you so much. I would like to call upon the next panel, Her Excellency. All right, Her Excellency Eriko Akobia from Georgia. Hope I pronounced the name so well. Can you hear me? Could you please unmute yourself? The stadium mic is all yours now.
Yes,
please, I'm running fast so that we're going to get up from here. All right. Okay, can you hear me? The stadium mic is all yours. A minute to introduce yourself before I start throwing questions on you. Okay. The stage is all yours now.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am Elika Akopia. I teach English at Talari NHS Public School in Martveli Municipality. I am glad to be a member of this team. 21st DigiSkills is very interesting platform. Very interesting meetings are held every time there. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate in this webinar. And I always to be glad to see you again, dear Uche, and I am waiting the question what you ask me.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm honored to have you as well, and thank you so much. You've been doing a great and active participant during our events. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, and keep it up. So we're talking about ChatGPTs. Of development per se. What kind of achievements were made in this 21st century? For example, when it comes to the emerging technologies such as Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, and so many of them. Could you please share with us some of the benefits, or rather, of this 21st century? The stadium mic is all yours now.
Yes, okay. There is still so much unknown and unexplored in the world. These scientists simply do not have time to sit idly by. They try to unravel the secrets of the cosmos, find a cure for cancer, discover the elixir of longevity, and invent a self-developing artificial intelligence. HIV vaccine. The immunodeficiency virus was called the plague of the 20th century, and in the 21st century, there was hopes that a cure would be found for it. Scripps Institute research have developed an effective vaccines that can fight some types of HIV. This drug causes the DNA transformation and activation of the immune system. So far, the research has not been completed, but if the promises of scientists are fulfilled, the light against AIDS will become much easier. Today, in the 21st century, when the world is at the vanguard of technological achievements, it is impossible to avoid talking about the essence, meaning, and purpose of artificial intelligence. And what is artificial intelligence? These are complicated, complex algorithms that help people get different results. The more complex the algorithm, the more things it can do. Artificial intelligence is the idea that intelligence can be created not on the biological basis, but in a computer's code. The word also directly explains its essence, artificially created. And where can we use artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence helps streamline sales and pricing, as well as eliminate fraudulent transactions in the travel business. Customized suggestions for preferred dates, routes, and costs like this are now possible. Use to develop parking and cruise control systems such as intelligent cruise controls that make driving safer and more accessible. Experts predict that the next big step forward will be in the field of autonomous vehicles. Cars that can drive themselves are already starting to appear on the roads. The life sustainable properties of artificial intelligence are not a figment of anyone's imagination. Doctors are using artificial intelligence to provide the best care for their patients, whether through robotic surgery, virtual nursing assistance, or patient monitoring. Imaging analysis and administrative activities such as filling allow healthcare workers to spend more time with patients, reducing costly human labor. If I have a time.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, we don't have much time. We just already
okay.
Everyone will get a turn to respond to his or her question. Thank you so much. There's a lot that we could say about artificial intelligence. What we are doing right now, even AI, artificial intelligence algorithm, you can actually use it to, if you want to search for anything, hashtags and so many other things. In fact, there's a lot that we are benefiting from this artificial intelligence, chat GPT, and so many of the Internet of Things that, oh my God, virtual reality, telesporting, there's a lot that we actually do or benefit from this. As advantage must also have disadvantages. Okay, we are coming to that. Okay, I'm going to call upon the next panelists are going to have the stage right now. We're going to start with the second round. I'm going to invite Professor K. I'm so sorry it's late for you. I think you're going to wrap it up right now. Please come on stage. We really would like to please, because of what we are just saying now, we are still on this matter about artificial intelligence. I know whatever that has advantage has disadvantage. There's a lot of technologies in 21st century. Please, all these technologies, I know most of them overusing it or abusing it is not good to human health because it's more harm than good. So that is why we have to maintain our duration time frame so that we'll be able not to abuse the technology we are talking about. So share with us, Professor K, how do you view the world today? We are in the 21st century. Could you please, in 2 minutes, in your own perspective, how you see the world of the world today? The stage and mic is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Uche. I was waiting patiently for the question. Okay. Now we are very familiar in the last decade, for the last 10 years, you hear everybody talking about when people ask you what kind of a world do we live in, and many people will say, including academics, they will say, oh, we live in a VUCA world. Okay, VUCA. V stands for volatile, U stands for uncertain, C stands for complex, and A stands for ambiguous. Okay, now all that we have to put aside. Okay, please move aside, because there is something new now which was invented or which was propagated by this fellow. I like him. His name is Jeroen Krijgenbrink. I'm not sure which country he comes from, but he comes. He has come out, or he has introduced this new thing, what we call BANI. 4 letters: BANI. Okay. B stands for brittle. Okay, which means the illusion of strength. Okay, the belief that everything will be all right is not always true. Embracing a brittle world means letting go of the illusion of strength. That's B. And then he comes up to the other one, is A. A stands for anxious. And this is about the illusion, okay? The illusion of control, okay? The more people hear and see, example, bad news, the more anxious they get because they feel they lose control, okay? Now, the secret, we have never been in control, okay? Hence, the A in BANI, okay? Just now we talked about B, now the A, okay? Breaks the illusion of control. Okay, then he talks about N, okay? The third one, okay? Excuse me. The N is non-linear. Or in other words, this non-linear means the illusion of predictability. There's no simple straight route from A to B. Non-linearity has always been there, and it is a default feature of any complex system. Okay, we finally became aware of this, thereby breaking the illusion of predictability. And lastly, I stands for incomprehensible, or the illusion of knowledge. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, academics, professors, all listen carefully. This the last one, BANI. I is the illusion of knowledge, which means the issue is that we thought we understood and comprehended the world. We thought we know what's going on in the world. We thought we understood the world. But no, we never really have. Okay, as such, BANI breaks a fourth illusion, and we call it the illusion of knowledge. So VUCA has now been transformed or has been replaced by BANI. That's the thing that I would like to share with everyone tonight on this session. Back to you, what do you call, Dr. Uche? I hope I didn't exceed my 2 minutes.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, you're right on time. Please,
okay.
Please, I really want to set you a bit free right now. Please, any comment on SDGs? Just like the Kahoot game we use as an entry event, could you please share light on that? Any comments on SDGs and as well as technology integration? In summary, please, you just have 2 minutes to do this.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Uche. Now, SDG. My concern is the governments. I hope they're serious and in making sure that the UN SDG, the target is 2030, will be achieved. Because at the moment, when I hear and I listen to a lot of the speakers, on all the seminars and all the webinars that I've been involved in, the excitement, and the teachers are teaching all this and trying to. Just now we heard one of the panelists, a teacher. He said that he's trying to make sure that this thinking about SDG is embedded into the education. That's fine. That's good. And I think the future will be about people power. So if governments are not serious, be careful. The population or the citizens will rise for it. That's my point on SDG. My comment. Yeah. The other one is on the the effect, or rather, what's going on in the world.
Technology integration.
Technology integration. But this technology integration is very nicely summarized by the G20 countries when they met in December last year in Bali. So 3 things they have come to agree upon, which is related to digital integration. Number 1 is the global health architecture. So a lot of technology there will be there is a lot of technology involved. And then number 2 is sustainable energy transition. So in other words, we're looking at fossil fuel, moving it into a lot of things. Again, that involves technology. It involves involves technology. The third one is digitalization, global digitalization. So what's going on now is in terms of technology integration with SDG, the governments are already talking about it. Like I said earlier on, they need to be serious and they need to make sure that by 2030, the SDG goals and technology integration will all come and fit in nicely for the betterment of our planet. That's my view that I like to share with everyone tonight. Back to you, Dr. Uche.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Wow, thank you, bravo, thank you so much. Thank you, Temi Amo. Thank you so much for having shared your insight about the world of today, the view, your own perspective. Anyway, everyone is entitled to his opinion, and you've already narrowed it down to us how technology integration and all the things I've already mentioned. Thank you so much. I don't want to dwell so much on that because of our time, so you can now go and rest. Do have an awesome and you're one of the pioneer. Yeah, one of the pioneer of this sharing is caring. I can remember when we started this 2 years ago, and today it has become what will I be say? Almost every platform is having their show. When we started this 2 years ago, it wasn't like this. And all thanks to all of you that is here today. Thank you very much. I would like to call upon the next panelist that's going to have the stage right now.
I'm glad for my little contribution, Dr. Uche. Dr. Uche, I'm glad for my little contribution.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's why we're always here to learn with and from each other. I would like to call upon Her Excellency Professor Dr. Rania Lampo from Greece. The stage and mic is all yours. Thank you. You all have just 2 minutes. Okay. I know you are an author and you've written so many books. I wonder, you've written a science book, books for kids. What's really inspired you to write children's book? Could you please share with us what really inspired you? Something must have inspired and motivated you. Please, you have just 2 minutes. Do not exceed that. Thank you. You can go ahead.
Since we talk about technology and science, I'm trying to popularize science to young children. Recently, I wrote a whole astronomy course of 75 lessons for elementary school children. And this course, as well as my students who are always my main source of inspiration, all this inspired me to write an astronomy book for 5 years old children and above, which is called Planetary Interviews. It is available in Greek and English language, and it's published by Leonectotiki, publishing house. And what is the original concept of this book? Something unexpected is happening in the solar system. The planets, one by one, are leaving the places they had up there in the sky. They appear on television, and young reporter, and a bit naive, is inviting them one by one. He takes interviews with them, and they respond. So the interviews in the shows are broadcast on television, very original and unique. The planets are revealing the personality, the characters. We learn a lot, everything about the solar system. And through this book, I wanted to encourage, of course, children to love astronomy, science in general. The combination of scientific information, imagination, fantasy, and humor is an element, of course, that guarantees success in teaching, even the most difficult, when we teach the most difficult and abstract concepts. Why I chose journalist? Because journalist is a person who has become very familiar to children through television, especially through the news programs that the parents watch. And television, of course, has the ability to show an issue in a way that makes it very interesting to the general public. So I use this communication advantage of television journalism to make astronomy accessible to children. When I worked on this book, I realized that fun is fundamental, even in science. That's why I created original dialogues that are difficult to erase from memory. And this book also has many pedagogical applications in classroom because children can create 3D models of solar system. They can also implement, organize and implement theatrical pieces. And also, writing scientific books for kids is not an easy feat. It's a more specialized, we could say, form of writing. You do not just simplify, you clarify. So clarity is an essential ingredient. You must take complex topics and make them understandable. And this places strict limitations and on authors in terms of vocabulary, choice, and of course, paragraph length. So writing this book was undoubtedly one of my greatest experiences in my life. Thank you very much. One of my missions is, of course, to popularize, as I said before, science among young children. Thank you.
I think we lost our connection. I think,
I
right?
think yes.
Professor Nada? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm back. I'm back now.
Okay.
Dr. Uche have finished
Okay,
the
I'm
second
so sorry
question.
about that. I was kicked out. Yeah, can you hear me now? I'm back. The network kicked me out. I think I'm having a poor network today. But it's never up. It's one of the disadvantages of network, of technology. I'm so sorry. I believe you can hear me now.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Yes, right.
Hello, can you hear me? Oh,
Yes,
thank
perfect.
God.
Yes, we can hear you.
Is it okay? I'm so sorry about that. Professor Rania, thank you so much for having written students. Books, scientific books for kids, and it's really awesome and amazing, especially students that really want to go into the science. Especially, thank you so much. We really would like to take your third question. You also a STEM instructor, and not just a STEM instructor. You have already, as a STEM community, more about this initiative that have already into about the STEM community-based projects.
Okay, first I need to clarify what is community-based learning. Community-based learning is this. Community-based learning is this pedagogical approach.
I say that you're involved in. Yeah. Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay. Well, I need first of all to highlight what is community-based learning. Community-based learning is this approach in which local communities participate as partners in learning. And this has, of course, an essential value in educating science and STEM professionals because supporting the design and implementation of solutions, broader societal outcomes, this is very important. So community-based learning is a type of experiential learning that can play an important role in challenging students to use their acquired knowledge in new contexts. And within STEM disciplines, this is commonly implemented as service learning, outreach, and volunteerism. So we talk about student voice. Community student voice are essential in providing well-structured and beneficial community-based learning projects. We talk about thoughtful action, orientation, training, and evaluation. In the Greek Astronomy Space Company, we promote community-based activities because we believe that posing a theoretical problem to students can get them think critically for a moment, but presenting an actual problem in their community that relates to their curriculum can really intrigue them. Our most recent project focuses on environment. It's about waste management. It involves students and their families. And apart from this, we organized many lecture seminars, conference STEM workshops. We're among the first astronomical associations who introduced in Greece STEM in astronomy. We collaborate with aerospace companies implementing advanced space school programs, like how to conduct experiments in space. We collaborate also with international organizations, space organizations like European Space Agency. We prepare students for the cancer competition, which in Greece organized by Space Innovation Company and coordinated by the European Space Education Resource Office. And in these competitions, teams of students must be able to design and build a space type system. They have to design and build educational satellite. in the size and format of a soda can that carries out a space mission that students have envisioned. The satellite is launched at an altitude of 1 kilometer and is embedded in a rocket manufactured by Speed, and then is released from it. And after being released from the rocket, the satellite lands safely using a parachute, carrying out the team's chosen mission. So in general, we collaborate, the Astronomical Society and I were collaborating towards the popularization of the concept of astronomy, but within the community now, because our target is always vulnerable groups and the privileged children. And the goal of these activities, of course, is to attract the wide audience and make astronomy and physics interesting and accessible to children of all ages. Thank you very much, Dr. Of course, we invite local professionals. It's important to say that when we are doing community-based activities, we invite local professionals to come into the class together with students and professionals. We can discuss their ideas, their incentives, and ways to spread awareness concerning a community problem, and then provide solution. So this is also important to invite professional experts and locals from communities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for that wonderful sharing. I'm so sorry, I'm dealing with network power outage, and now network, I believe you can hear me now, but it's okay. It's never going to stop me. I must finish this. Thank you so much for being here, and I must commend your effort, what you've been working tirelessly in the field of education. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for creating a sustainable world for our dear child. I'm so proud of you. As one of the pioneers of this sharing is caring, my heartfelt gratitude to all your achievements. Thank you so much. I would like to panelists are going to have the stage. Sorry, do not mind me. But at least you can hear my voice now. No other person than Dr. Nga Kashlava, the co-founder, 24 Digit Skills. The stage and mic is all yours now. Okay, and Dr. Nga, what are the challenges you'll be encountering in the teaching and learning process? Could you please share with us the challenges or problems you're facing, encountering in the teaching and learning?
Yes, thank you so much, dear Uche. Yes, we have so many challenges in my school. As far as the school is means of general education and an institution of socialization, it occupies an important place in the life of society. The process of raising and forming a child as a citizen mainly takes place at school, of course. I wonder how successful this institution performs its function in Georgia. What is the situation in our schools? What problem and challenge does the school education system face? Every school, my dear friends, yes, every school has different problems. Often this problem is determined by the location of the school. For example, children living in rural areas are more actively involved in agricultural activities compared to those living in cities. Parents are helped. Because of this, they have to miss classes. It is also a problem that we have scarce education resources. This school does not have laboratory for science subjects because we live in village. I learned in village school. Nor a good library where the students can get acquainted with the varieties of new literature. In the cold weather of winter, students miss lessons, which in turn has a certain impact on the quality of learning. Okay, one of the obstacles, yes, in the teaching process in the inappropriate use of technology also by students due to their dependent on gadgets. Yes, teenagers find it difficult to moderate their use and present challenge to teachers. To solve the problem, it is desirable to integrate technology into the education process. For example, this type of education portal is Kahoot. Yeah, we see today also is very important portal.
Yeah.
Yes, through it, the students learn subject matters through play. Despite the fact that inclusive education also
Wow.
in Georgia, yes, started into 2005 and change are constantly taking place in this regard. And the ministry is focused on introducing more comprehensive and new programs. There are still problems with the attitude of parents. Parents are not familiar with the program. Therefore, we have a problem in the readiness of inclusive education. And there was also a problem with the parents of children with typical developed. The students with disabilities study together with their children. It is necessary to take into account the individual problems of all schools and to eliminate general problems. A mechanism should be developed to solve these problems. Thank you. We are teachers. It is your duty. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for having the way you just shared that with us is really amazing. I totally concord with what you just said. Every school, every community, every country, they have challenges in the teaching and learning processes. And thank you for having shared that with us. Please, we have our next panelist. He's here, Professor Mohammed Zuba. Thank you for being here. Sorry, we are unable to get in here, but now you are here. Thank you so much for being here. You are working in the university as a professor, and why is it important to deal each and every student in the teaching and learning process? How do you handle them? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, yeah. Hello. May I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, you are. Please, yeah, you are. Welcome.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Hello.
You are audible. We can hear you. You can you hear me?
Hello.
I
Okay.
think he
Okay.
cannot hear.
Could you please
Yes.
remove
Yes.
your
I can hear you.
earbuds? Okay, okay. All right. Just as I said before, you are working as a professor in the university and you're dealing with teachers about inclusive education. How do you deal with each student, teachers to be the process in the teaching and learning? Could you please share that with us? You have just 2 minutes. Sorry, about the technical glitches you experienced earlier on.
Am I audible now? I think. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
At least I can hear
Thank you.
you.
I think some net. Okay. 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 I think some network issue here today. I'm Mohammad Zubair, Assistant Professor of
Yeah,
Special Education
I'm
Learning
listening.
Disability in the Faculty of Education, Jamia Millia Islamia. And thank you for inviting me at this platform. And you asked me a question about why it is important to deal each and every student in learning process, and how learning style affects their rate of learning. Every child and every student is important for a teacher and for society. And uh, their need and their need and interests are different. And so as a teacher or as a society member, we have to deal we have to deal them according to their abilities and talent. So firstly, getting to know who your students are as individuals, identify their we can identify their strength and weaknesses, and this will not only help to keep your students highly engaged in learning, but will also provide a safe space for them for navigating times. And some students may feel shy or hesitate in the class, so as a teacher we have to deal with each and every student in the class, because their needs are different, and they are different learners. Some students are auditory learners, some are visual learners. So instead, these students could feel more comfortable when you identify, when you assess them one to one. And one-on-one conversations or observations are important in the class. And knowing whether a student prefers to watch a movie or play a computer game or read a book or outdoor games, lots of activities we can perform in the class. Because some students are good in math, some students are good in sports, some students are good in other activities. So to make a good rapport with our students, we have to make a good connection with them, and according to their strength and weakness, we have to choose the methods and the methodology how to teach them in different scenario, and which and it is important not to assume that just because a student excels at a particular subject, sport or creative work, but give your student a choice to explore their interest and discover what they truly love to do, so they can develop their knowledge and skills needed to succeed in their areas. So there are lots of practical ways students can be encouraged to pursue their interest. So so it means lots of learning styles are there. We can use them, and we can identify their skills and deal with them according to their needs and interest. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor. We really would like to go to the second question. I'm so sorry, it's already 12:30 12:30 a.m. in your time. I'm so sorry. Could you please share with us how did you develop their overall skills, which are required to be a good teacher to deal with the diverse needs of students? Please, the stage is all yours. Could you quickly, 2 minutes, summarize how you're
Okay.
dealing with your
Okay.
teachers to be with their
You
special
know,
needs? Yeah.
okay. Yeah, actually, each and every student is important in the society. And when we talk about inclusive education, we have to teach each and every student in the class from different backgrounds they have come. So special education, is an intentional intervention designed to mitigate the challenges that keep students with learning disabilities or other disabilities from understanding concepts. So each and every student have their different needs. Some students have learning disabilities, some students have problem with uh, visual problems, some students have hearing problems, some students have autism. So each and every student is different. So in the class, because diversity is there, so we have to deal them, we have to choose different interventions. Sometimes we have to choose preventive interventions, because this form of special education aims to either stop something from happening or reduce a condition that has been identified. And remedial interventions are important. The main goal of here is to eliminate the effects of a disability by equipping students with skills and allow them to function on their own successfully, because they have their strength and weakness. So we have to work on their weakness according to the need. And compensatory interventions, because this entails providing students with disabilities a special device that non-disabled children do not need. So in the class, lots of strategies we have to use: peer tutoring, team teaching, ICT, assistive technology, lots of tools we can use, lots of innovative techniques we can apply in the class according to the need. For example, for visual impaired students, we can use embossed teaching learning material. For hearing impairment, we have to use different auditory things. So sign language is important for hearing impairment students. So discuss and establish learning expectations. Let students know what they will learn during the lesson and how much they will need for each activity, and discuss and establish behavioral expectations and provide the schedule in advance, and be very clear on the material needed for the teaching learning process. Be very clear on your goals, be very clear on your strategies and methods, which method is beneficial for which student in the class, because every method will not work for each and every student. We have to choose different methodology for different students in the class. So in the diverse classroom, teacher has to use different methodology, different teaching learning material, different strategies and different plan to cater them, to deal with them in the diverse setup, in the inclusive setup, in the special education. Thank you.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. For dealing with students with special needs, it's not easy. One needs to be very careful and to attend to their diverse needs. Thank you so much for
Yes.
the wonderful work you're doing in your at your university. They teach, because it's not easy to handle with students with special needs, especially those that with impaired hearing impaired, the instrument that they're using, and the best way to cultivate knowledge to them. Thank you so much. Keep up the good work. I'm
Yes.
so proud of you. Okay. All right. I would like to call
Thank you.
upon the next panelist that we have the stage right now. Permit me to call upon Marija. Marija, are you there? Could you please unmute yourself?
Hello, Dr. Uche. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Marija, before you go, we have. Oh, please just hold on. I don't know that Professor Reshkish Kumar is still here. Please let him respond to his final question before he call it a day. It's
Okay.
already
Okay.
AM for them. I'm so sorry about that. Could you please 2 minutes, everyone, to respond to your question so that we okay. Thank you so much, Reshkish, for still here with us. I'm so sorry about that. We are taking much of your time. So I would really want to know. Let me just start right off. How did you motivate your students to excel in their personal growth and personal life? Can you share live example of sharing and caring, just like what we are doing today? Sharing is caring. The stage and mic is all yours now. Please, 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Uche. I'll share one example. When I started my career, one girl from UP, Uttar Pradesh, there is one district in India, I'll tell you, right? Uttar Pradesh. So she was not, able to continue her education, I tell you. And I motivated that girl. You are excellent, right? You have that kind of ability. You got a good communication skill. You are a good leader. I motivated them to do excel in this field. As a faculty, I really appreciate, my dear friend, Professor Mohammed, right? He was explaining each and everything. How a teacher is trying to create excellent person in the society. Teaching doesn't mean just we are sharing that information about that particular subject. As a teacher, our role and responsibilities is like to give them the right input and right direction to do excel. In my academic journey, Dr. Uchi, I'll share you more than 20 plus students already. I motivated them and they are doing excellent in their professional journey. Professional means what? Maybe in the job they're doing well, they're working, they're getting a lot of money also, they are in the good profile and good organization. At the same time, if I'm working in a good organization, it's fine. But if you're not good human being, again, it's very difficult to survive in this planet, I'll tell you. Reason being, we talk about IQ, we talk about EQ, but what I believe as a facilitator, I always talk about SQ. That's called a social quotient. We all are human beings, and we should motivate each and every person in our society to do excel. And I'm blessed, Dr. Uche, I'm in the best profession. One girl, she cannot see, I'll tell you, but now she's working in the bank at a good profile. One lady, she is heading one organization. One girl, she started her own business. And what I have seen, I'll tell you, out of maybe 20, more than 18 girls, they have achieved their dream, I'll tell you. So sharing is caring. What does it mean for me? I'll tell you. Really, I know I appreciate your thought. As a human being, there should be some purpose of life. Purpose of life doesn't mean you have to earn a lot of money. Money is fine, but how we have generated that money, how we have accumulated that money, and how we are going to distribute it. Knowledge we are distributing, thought we are distributing. So sharing it is caring is very important for me, and I'm trying to utilize it for my entire life. I'll do it. Thank you so much. Over to you.
All right, thank you so much for that quick response. I'm so sorry once again. It's already morning for you. I think you can go. You can go and rest now. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate all you do to empower your diverse learners. I will want to call upon Marija. Please come to the stage right now. I'm so sorry about that. Because of
Thank
the
you.
time. Uh, all right.
Okay, Dr. Rucha, I'm
Okay.
here.
Now
I'm
that you're
waiting
back,
for
so
your
sorry that
question.
okay. I'm so sorry about that I shut you down. Not really down per se. I'm going to ask you this, right? Considering the fact that you have spent decades and still counting, what are your future plans? Please share with us your future plans.
Okay, I will be short. My research is on theme of gamification, and you saw it in the act in this Kahoot quiz, and you saw how interested we are as a teacher. So you need to know that students are interested in elements of gamification also. I don't say that they will learn something more and that they will be more prepared or that they will be more educated, but they will be more motivated. You know, you have left brain, side brain, you have right side brain. And if you can impact their motivation for learning process in every field of education, it is not important, is it STEM or it is art or is it economics, you can achieve more. So something that I'm interested in is gamification and using its elements in educational processes. So I will continue do my research in the field of gamification, and I will try to conduct it in my educational process. I think this is very important. And you know that we are only
Wow.
humans.
Thank
We
you so
like
much.
to play.
Yeah.
So this is something what I'm pointing out for the future. Thank you very much.
Okay, but please hang in there. I would really would like to know. Uh, you've been in this noble profession for decades now. What is your teaching philosophy that has just keeps you going? And I'm still counting. Could you please share with us in a minute or so before you leave us? Could you please share that with us? Your teaching philosophy that has keep over the years. 20
Okay.
years, over 20 years plus is not 20 days or 20 months. Could you please
You
go
know,
ahead?
yes, I will share it. I'm motivated educator and I want to learn. So if you are prepared to learn whole your life, I think we are all prepared for it. That is part what motivates you to teach your children and to grow in education and in every part of your life. So just go and learn. That's all what I have to say, and share the knowledge. That is very
Wow.
important. Teach others.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Sharing is caring. It doesn't make sense when one have acquired the whole knowledge in this whole wide world without impacting life positively. When you share your wealth of knowledge with others, you have already contributed a quarter to the society. Thank you Thank you so much for having this philosophy. Thank you so much for all you do to empower every learners, and thank you so much for having you here to inspire us today. I would like to call upon. I will call upon Professor Mohammed Zuba back to the stage to. I was feeling like maybe it's already morning for you. That is why I'm so sorry. Now you are back with us. Okay. Stage is all yours now. Could you please tell us what are the barriers of inclusion? We are talking about inclusive education. And what are the barriers or challenges you've been facing, or rather suggest solution to remove all these barriers in the teaching and learning environment, or um, need-based education, whichever one that you want to put it. Please, the stage and mic is all yours now. Professor Zuba, can you hear me? Are you okay?
Yeah. Actually, education, and these brave educators face many different challenges on a regular basis, on a daily basis, from managing different for resources. So, in teaching, some important things to consider for inclusive setup. Lots of challenges are there for teachers managing different students. It can be very challenging to manage different students in the same setup. They have different needs, and these students can often be disruptive and challenging to teach as a result of their problems and disabilities. Lack of resources, lack of resources, infrastructure, and special education teachers often face a lack of resources in their classrooms, in their schools, and this can make it difficult to provide an good education for their students. And limited support from the administration. Special education teachers often don't receive the same level of support from the school administration and the society, and this can make it difficult to implement effective programs. And inadequate teacher training for them. So many special education teachers receive inadequate training in how to effectively meet the special needs of their students. And high workload, because the needs are different, the diversity is there. Education teachers in an inclusive setup often have a high workload. Due to this, this can lead to burnout and a feeling of being overwhelmed. And difficult parent teacher relationship. Parents of special needs students can often be difficult to deal with. So this can be make it challenging for special education teachers to build positive relationship with them. And student safety is another aspect. This can make it difficult to ensure their safety in the classroom. Working with paraprofessionals, special education teachers often work with paraprofessionals in their classrooms. This can be difficult sometimes. Emotional challenges of kids they face, such as burnout, depression, or fatigue, or traumas, and limited professional development, and lack of support, and dealing with multiple disabilities in the same classroom, and handling the problems of an inclusive classroom where infrastructure problem, infrastructure barrier, attitude barrier in the society, and professional lack of support from the colleagues, parents. And the difficulties of discipline in special needs classroom. Social problem sometimes they face in their setup. So inclusive education does not prohibit the practice of segregating students with learning or physical challenges from the rest of their student life. So it may attitudinal barriers, we have to remove attitudinal barriers from the society. The physical barriers, the infrastructure we have to develop. And the curriculum, we have to be design such curriculum which is very flexible and adaptive, and we have and need based education we have to give them. And teachers who are not trained or who are unwilling, we have to train them. We have to give them in service trainings during the job period. And language and communication is also a barrier sometimes. Socio-economic factors are the barriers. Funding is the barrier. Policies as a barrier, because lots of policies are there, lots of legal support is there, but we have to execute those policies in the practical manner. So be confident that inclusion is enhanced when you create affirmative responsive learning environment, and ensure that all students experience equal opportunities to participate and pursue appropriate learning goals that maximize their potential and affirm students' identity, build self-esteem, and value prior knowledge, connect to new learning, and relate to their life and identify their interest, and teach to remove barriers to learning for all students. Use a combination of universal design of learning and differentiated instruction for them, and different strategies we can apply for them, and ensure
Okay,
learning growth
please,
for all
Professor,
students
is
through high
okay. You can
expectations
wrap it
and
up
effective
now.
learning.
Your time is already
Okay,
up.
okay. Last point. Empower them because they have they have their rights, and we have to empower them at the same they are learning. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your time, and thank you because it's not easy. Just like I said before, that dealing with students with special needs, that you really need to pay attention to them. Inclusive education is all about
It's very
allowing
challenging.
students to have same facilities, the same. Just like you said, there shouldn't be any segregation of okay, they are entitled to quality and equitable education. Just it's not easy to be dealing with them though, but
Yes.
it is what it is. Thank you so much for
Welcome.
all you do to help these students with special needs. Thank you so much. So with this, I will call upon the next panelist that will have the stage right now, my Excellency Dr. Ngaka Shlava.
Hmm.
The stage is all yours now.
Thank you.
So we really want to know, share with us what is expected of 21st century teacher. What should be expected of 21st century teachers as we are in the 21st century? What is it that we expected of all the teachers of 21st
Oh,
century? The stage and mic
thank
is
you
all yours. Two
so
minutes,
much.
please.
We all are 21st century teachers. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Okay, it is a very important
bravo.
question. It is obvious that the 21st century is a different phenomenon, and learning is done with completely different principles that have not been used before. The level of professional knowledge of the teacher is the most important component for achieving the academic success of the students, but it is not enough. The ability of the teacher to establish a good relationship with the students is becoming more and more important, which in turn consists of many small and large details. Okay, smiling often, addressing them by name, knowing the students' characters, understand their own personality better, consistency in communication, fear of making mistake overcoming, and more and more. A friendly relationship for the teacher should be a tool by which he can better involve the students in the learning process and create a favorable condition for both personally and creative growth. Okay, and finally, if you want to be a teacher of the 21st century, be global. Okay, introduce innovation, create your own digital footprint. Remember that cooperation is very important also. Create a presentation project with the students. Give the students the right to express his opinion. It's very important also. And finally, keep learning. Even 20 minutes a day to read the new is a big deal. I wish you all the best 21st century
Wow.
teaching. Thank you so much. We every day teaching, 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 learning. Thank you so
Wow.
much.
Yes, yes, thank you so much. Sorry, my network has just been messing up, but it's okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us what 21st century teachers should be and the qualities that we as a 21st century teachers should possess. Thank you so much for very insightful sharing. Thank you so much. So I would like to call upon the next panelist. Sorry, I'm just running it so fast because of time. Uh, Her Excellency Professor Dr. Nada Ratkovic from Croatia. The stage is yours. Sorry,
Thank
so
you.
sorry. I'm going to run it right now. Okay. Please share with us. You've been in this noble profession for years now. I don't really know what teaching philosophy that has been working for you. Could you please share that with us in 2 minutes, please?
Yes, I will. Thank you there, Dr. Uche. So, we teachers, professors need to be the role models. That is the world what we need to share. Our philosophy is be a skillful educator, build good relationships with your students, and they need to be based on the mutual respect and trust. And you need to set that always in the classroom community. So that is a role model. You need to provide them all the tools to be successful for the society: literacy, digital literacy, financial literacy, eco literacy, media literacy. So they will, and they need to be free to express themselves, and they need to be, they can grow on that way and be great human beings and learnings while we are setting them that. So we need to create a welcoming, safe classroom atmosphere that it will be accessible to all the students with special needs, to students with the gifted, and all the celebrities for their diversity. So we need to be dedicated to lifelong learning. We are doing here on Sharing is Caring on your great platform, Dr. Uche. So this is for our students. And here we are a big team of colleagues. We are sharing all from the field of education. So that is my philosophy. And if you want to ask me, what about the
Wow.
next? Yes, thank you. You
Okay,
can.
yeah, I know that you've already attained to a greater height. Okay, you have added much awards. I know it's uncountable, numerous awards. That's why I say you've already badged a lot of them, achievements to your collections. Could you please share with us your best achievement?
Oh, when we are talking about the achievement, it is really hard to say. It is like you, Uches, like me now for the interview for the job. So, like an interviewer for the job, I know that we need to be prepared. So, we will give our down to earth. We will think about the success. How will we associate with our job and career? How will we be success oriented? And yes, we are here all successful. Everything what we are doing, we are trying to be the best. That is the main motto. So all these awards, all these recognitions, diplomas, certificates, we really deserve that. We won that, we worked for that. So it is today very important to get a recognition for your work on the national level, on the international level, and that is pushing you up, that is giving you a bigger motivation. And yes, you are also an inspiration for your students. That means for them also a lot, because I said before, you are a role model. You need to be a role model today, like an educator. So I think I can really not everything what I do until now. I'm really proud on my work. I'm really proud on my work.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. You've really attained to a greater height. And this is just a sky is just a stepping, point for you. Thank you so much and congratulations for all your numerous achievements.
Thank
Bravo.
you.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
So we really would like to call upon the next panelist that we have the stage is Iris Zurich from Croatia. So sorry I skipped you, but it is what it
It's
is.
okay.
We are
It's okay.
here. Okay. Um we are still talking on the achievements. Could you please share with the audience and all speakers here in the studio that what are your biggest achievements in your professional career and what are your future plans? Please share with
Uh,
us.
uh,
The stage and
yes,
mic is
okay.
all yours.
First of all, I have to emphasize that so far I have already had 3,000 students. So I have been teaching them, some of them for 8 years, some of them for 5 years. And I can say that the biggest achievement in my profession is that I taught them languages, 2 languages, and that they can use the language wherever they go, because I really invested a lot in my teaching. I have to admit that I have never entered my classroom without well-prepared lesson. And I always think what can be done better, what can be acquired better. So I think that prepared teacher is the best teacher. And when you combine that with empathy, with respect, and you have the connection that is really, really, let's say, worth. And that is the most important thing. And now all those students are doctors, dentists, English and German teachers. I also accept groups of students at the faculty in Osijek, from the faculty in Osijek. They come to my classes, they watch how I teach, and I give them an example how they should teach successfully. The next achievement is that I started live English and German classes with different countries from different parts of the world. And I was one of the first educators in Croatia. So I have those classes every week or every month. I also organize many international competitions related to English language, such as English Language Olympiad, offering my students to see whether they are competent to use their language, and they are always really successful. And the last thing I would like to emphasize is that I also cherish the habit that we help my children, that we help people in need. So we often organize, for example, for Turkey, we organized sending letters to the victims of earthquakes. I also organized with them a charity fair in which they made some products, and they gave the money to children who are in need, without parents, I mean. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is that you should do a lot of things to be a role model, as Nada says, because nowadays they have different role models, and teachers should do a lot of things and to invest a lot of efforts into our profession to be role models. So that's it.
Okay. Okay, thanks so much. Thank you so much for the effort that you've already put in place to make sure that less privileged ones will be filled sense with your students, sending letters to them, those that how will I put it, those that are down, emotionally down, those that are depressed, going through those letters, we actually, their spirit. And thank you so much for having done that with your student, and wishing you success in your future endeavors. So please in there, I would like to call upon Elko Akovia from Georgia, please. I'm so sorry. are just running out of time. How can a person grow and develop personally? We have a lot of self-taught, development and whatever. Could you share? We really want to know your insight as regards to how people or person could develop personally. The stage and mic is all yours.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, can you hear
Okay.
me?
Evo gotova sam.
Yes, I can. You can me?
Yes, we hear you. We hear
Hey,
you.
you
You
go
can
ahead.
continue.
Okay. Please repeat the question.
In your own perspective, how do you think that an individual can develop personally, develop and personally? Yeah, please share your insight as regards to this.
Okay. Okay. What can do? First of all, forming a personal vision. Creating a personal vision that is setting a specific goal of where you want to be in a few months or years. And why is a vital part of personal development? Personal development planning. Once you've decided where you want to be, you can start thinking about how to get there. It is not necessary to write down a personal development plan, although the latter will make the planning process much more realistic. A plan can include goals and sub goals or short, realistic steps you need to take to achieve the main goal. It is good if you consider the set tasks in terms of time. For example, how much time do you need to achieve a specific sub goals? Recording the progress of personal development. Keeping track of your progress is a great idea by writing down and controlling the key issues. Most people find it easier to focus on what matters most, take action when opportunities arise, and succeed more quickly. Recorded progress is the best way to motivate it. It gives you the attitude to move forward to develop better skills. It is also necessary to have motivation, setting ambition, but realistic goals, taking a well-measured level of risk, finding a counselor who can point out problematic issues, constantly looking for new opportunities, the ability to follow through on a test regardless of the difficulties involved. Finally, in order not to get lost in the current work and never lose motivation, we need to take into account the following tips. I have a time.
I know your time is up. Hang in there. I'm going to call you back. Thank you so much for reminding us how a person should, as a personal development is very, very important for everyone. Target. You have to be intentional about it and putting it in writing, putting it list, to know your performance, your are they achievable, are they all these things should be considered for having shared these insights for that personal development is very, very important. Self-taught is very, very important to improve. As you're improving, your students also go in your improvement. Thank you so much. I would like to call upon Iris back. Iris, are you still there? Maybe I will still call you back. Okay, you can continue. Iris, I think maybe she has gone to get something. Okay, continue. Your last question will be, just like today, I don't really know if you participated with us in the Kahoot game quiz, which was all about sustainable development goal. It's not very important that we should know more about these sustainable development goals. So, what do you know about sustainable development goals, and what can we do to achieve them? Considering that we 2030 agenda or target, we have less than 7 years. We have less than 7 years to achieve all these United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Is it achievable? Please share with us, what can we do them? The stage and mic is all yours now. Hello, can you hear me?
Dr. Ucha, are you talking to me? Sorry.
Eliko, can you hear me? No, I called you, but you're not there.
Yes, I had to pick up
there, but
something.
it's okay. I will get back to you in a short while.
Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, I thought as much. Please hold on. Okay, Eliko, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, please go ahead. Respond to the question.
The question is about sustainable development goals before and after COVID. Or?
No, what do you think that how can we achieve this target of United Nations Agenda Con 2030? We have less than 7 years. How is it achievable? What shall we do to really achieve these goals?
Okay. In order to achieve the goals of sustainable development, it is necessary to place children at the center of the state strategy and action plan. Today, I will touch one of the goals of sustainable development, the 13th goal, climate change. Climate change is one of the most urgent challenges of modern times. Its phenomenon has been noticed since the 70s of the 20th century, when the trend of increasing global average annual temperature and frequent climate disasters were observed. Today, it is scientifically proven that climate change is happening on a global scale. As a result of climate change, nature and ecosystems are changing. The risk of human disease and epidemics is increasing. The intensity of harmful effects caused by the greenhouse effects increases every year, which makes the need to solve the problem even more intense and urgent. Under the concept of climate as a rule, the bottom of the atmosphere is understood. The effects of climate change are changes in atmospheric circulation, winds, monsoon, storm, change in humidity of the atmosphere, and changes in precipitation. Decrease in ocean salinity and increase in land acidity, melting of glaciers and others. Which exists is the sun, ocean, cryosphere, air surface, and between the biosphere. The sun plays a main role in the relationship. How do we know what temperatures were on Earth hundreds of thousands of years ago? Water erupts naturally from the surface of the ocean, which, along with the movement of enough masses, this mass of accumulated snow forms the Antarctic ice sheet, by drilling which scientists get hundreds of thousands of years. And finally, what can be done to avoid the impending dangers? For this, we have to follow the rules. For example, we have to reduce the emissions. The factories have to install ventilation equipment that does not release harmful emissions. If we do everything right, our climate will change and we will be able to breathe clean air and save the lives of our future generation. Can you hear me?
Okay, thank you so much. Sorry, my network, I'm only having one bar. Thank you so much for having shared with us the dangers of this global warming. And of course, we should try. This is just a clarion call for for everyone. It requires a collaborative of you and I, of everyone hearing our voices to swing into full action. It's not what really one person can do or one particular set of people should be doing. Everyone's contributions really matters when it comes to you know reusables, plastics, planting trees, reducing of the emissions, carbon footprint, and all that. Please, let's try to start with the little that we can in our own way to make sure that at least we have less than 7 years. I us these targets will actually be actualized. I mean, actualized come 2030. Thank you so much, and for your time, and for the first time on this platform. Oh, not the first time anyway. Thank you so much for as in participating in a sharing. I will really would want to call upon the our final speaker for today before we all share our pattern shots. Iris, could you please unmute yourself?
Yes, okay. Sorry, Uche, I had to pick up something. Now I'm back.
No problem. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
No, it's okay. No problem. Please share with us. Let's talk about it. Not technology integration. How much technology do you use in and outside your classroom, or maybe on-site teaching after the pandemic? Most of teachers, most schools in rural, primitive areas, that people that are trying to transition the new, what's your about that? Could you please share with us the technology integration, how you use it during on-site teaching and after the pandemic?
So when the
How do you
pandemic,
use it and
yes,
why? The stage
yes.
and mic is all yours now.
Yes, when the pandemic started, I was really stressed out because I didn't know how to use the technology, let's say, effectively. But then when the pandemic started, I started trying different digital tools. And then I realized that with digital tools, teaching can be more interesting. It can motivate your students better. And then when we came back to our classrooms and on-site teaching, again, I started combining traditional teaching methods and techniques with digital tools. So during my classes, I always start the lesson either with some quiz or with any kind of app. Then I go to some teaching, traditional teaching method, and then I also end it usually with digital tools. I think that students are highly motivated if you combine both traditional and digital methods and tools. So this is the best way, and it is called blended learning. So this is a new term for combining both of them. And I also use a lot of gamifications too, because my children like playing a lot. And in that way, they also learn. Okay.
Wow, thank you for that, Landy.
Yes, and teaching and digital technology also helped me to connect my students with the rest of the world. That is the most important benefit, I would say.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My network is freezing up. Thank God that we're almost done. Thank you so much for having shared that with us. Oh, today is really amazing having dignitaries, experts from different walks of life to share their perspective in different subject matters. Thank you, everyone, for having shared your professional expertise in different areas that different speakers mentioned here, shared with us here today is so insightful. And what's really got me is what our last panelists shared with us, that gamification really sparks curiosity, empathy, in our classrooms. That is why we started this game, to keep us put our minds and body together. Education honestly is really, it boosts student critical thinking, for them to think outside this, and we are preparing them for the future ready, attention of the students, and is really engaging them. And at the end of the day, it's going to maximize their the learn outcome. So gamification is really amazing. And for teachers as well, you mustn't use the high-tech. Oh, my network has started again. You mustn't use high-tech technology to inculcate learning to your, knowledge to your learners. You can start with the little technology you have within your domain. We also have different platforms that we can share. There's free tools that you can really use to engage your students in more innovative. Try to make sure that we integrate the use of it, blended learning, or or whichever one that you prefer. You can Internet of Things, virtual realities, technology, with the help of Chat GPT and others, augmented reality. There's so many of them that could really engage our students. Okay, engage them. They will actively participate in the teaching and learning process. We are preparing them for the future. They are our students, they are our future leaders. That's why we are preparing them using this technology in more innovative ways. So you see, the learning going to be much more huge. Okay, thank you so much, all the speakers of today. But before we call it a day, I'm so sorry for taking much of your time. I experienced freezing up and all that, kicking out from the studio through fruit. But now that I'm back, at least I'm still freezing up. But I really want to appreciate all the pioneers of 24-digit skills. Sharing is caring. Thank you all for being here today. We started this 2 years ago, even before we started it before the first wave of COVID. And look at him, here we are today. We are getting better, we are growing, for better. And thank you so much. That's why I made amazing. And congratulations to all the achievements, to the attainments that you've already. I don't really know what to say, but thank you so much, and keep inspiring your diverse learners. Keep motivating you all as our source of inspirations and motivations. Honestly, this really shows that there will be always light at the end of tunnel. We are nation builders. We are pacesetters. We are transformers. It's teachers that taught us even the constant. So what have you? Teachers are doing the great thing. The teachers are doing the most. They should be taken seriously. Time has come for teachers should be taken seriously, because we are doing the most. One, without teachers, I don't think that this world would have been a better place for everyone to dwell in. Teachers, keep up the good job, and do not allow whatever that you're going through now to get in your way of happiness. Sometimes try to have your me moment. your moment, okay? And make sure that your mental health is always being on check. If it's only when you're healthy, you can be able to inculcate more knowledge to your diverse learners. Okay, you do have time, regardless how tight schedule our loads of work activities at school might be. Let's try. Sometimes I will shut down and have my me moment. It has not been easy though, but it is what it is. Health is wealth. Okay, it's only when you are healthy that you'll be able to be discharging all your duties diligently. Thank you so much. So before we wrap it, I also want to appreciate all our viewers today. Sorry, we free. This is almost 3 hours. Some of our panel technical glitches, and we are much, by the way. We are many today, but we are coming to an end today. Thank you so much for always being here. Thank you for your support system. Thank you for always believing and trusting us. And thank you for growing with and from each other. Just like the Kahoot game we started with today, I believe you all, your basket of your basket, we've already filled it away, as in the what does it called, takeaway basket is already filled up with amazing knowledge. So I'm so happy and so super excited for the how our panelists today dish out different knowledge as they were dishing it out, their achievements, their future plans, their SDG actions, and technology integration, and everything that they do is really very, very insightful and impressive. I don't know if you can still hear me. I'm very, very impressive. Yeah, I will call upon these panelists if they still have any parting shots, 1 or 2 words to say before we draw the curtain of today's event to an end. We just have 3 minutes to do that. We are not going to stay here more than 3 minutes, 3 hours. So, anybody have anything to say? Let me start with one of our pioneer, Professor Nada. Thank you so much. Over 2 years ago, yes, it's over 2 years ago, before the first wave of COVID, and now look at where we are. Do you have
Yes,
anything to
yes, we
say?
started. Yes, we
Thank you
started
so
for the
much.
time of COVID, and now how we grow, how we are big today. So that is the way. That is the way to be successful with all this amazing audience, participants, great speakers, and great Dr. Uche, because I want to say something. What is our great Dr. Uche? She's doing that the life, your life isn't yours if you care always what other think. Prioritize your personal needs. Prevent anyone else from taking control on the way you feel about yourself. Invest in your own personal growth and well-being. Do more or what you enjoy being, because you are loved enough, special, you are strong. Never give up on something you believe in. And yes, our great Dr. Uche never give up on something that she believe. So I think a big clap for our great Dr. Uche for a great work she is doing all these years and with this great session. Thank you.
Thank you. This wouldn't have happened without your support, your maximum support. Thank you so much. Uh, yes, actually, 24 digital skills is we are celebrating 3 years. Apart from 1 year, minus 1 year, due to health challenges and all that, but I could attest to 2 years now. It has been back to back. Honestly,
You
with
know
having
what,
you
Dr.
all
Uche? You know what, Dr.
still
Uche? I remember.
standing tall with me. Yeah.
Your birthday.
Okay.
Our Dr. Uche started from her great celebration of the birthday. That was amazing. Your birthday celebration. and then you push up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was 2020. That
Yes,
was
2020.
2020. Yeah. Yeah. Officially, that was 2020. Wow. Thank you so much. So let's hear any other person. Do you have any parting words? Iris, do you have anything to say?
Well, I can only agree with my friend Nada, and she said everything, and I also agree with you. And I am also thankful and grateful to you, Dr. Uche, because you encourage us teachers to share and to support each other. Thank you once again.
Yes, great.
Wow. Thank you so much for always being here with us. We are all growing and learning together. Thank you so much. Let me call Eriko. Do you have anything to say before we wrap it up? Eriko, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I
Okay,
can
do you
say
have any
that
parting words?
make
Do you have anything to say?
I can say that make it easy, teach easily,
Okay.
understandably, so that you don't miss the main thing. And living the lesson, life should be felt in every lesson as in a living
Wow.
being. And they see the understand the teacher. I mean, they see the understand and motivation of each student and must be confident. Uh, in the 21st century, the teacher must will these characters. Thank you once again, and thank you, Jeff, for participate me in this webinar. You're a wonderful, amazing person. Thanks.
Webinar. Thank you. And may God bless you all. Bye-bye.